Hello everyone, it's Rider here, and welcome to another week in toys. Today is Sunday the 15th of November, and I've cheated a little bit this week. I wasn't actually expecting this package until around Monday, Tuesday. This arrived Friday, just after I finished editing this week's Week in Toys. So here it is. It's come from our friends at Smith's Toys, and it is the last Earthrise Wave 3 figure that I need, and it was the one I was waiting for to come in stock at Smith's, so I could support them, because at the end of the day it's important to support these retailers like Smith's as well as the smaller online retailers, so we can basically get these toys easily rather than importing them. It's fast track. One that I was looking forward to but isn't really essential for my G1 Season 1, 2 and I suppose 3 cast, because this character never appeared. He was an accessory for the original toy, and it's nice to actually have a version of him. I've got the original version, but he's missing one arm. I lost one of his arms over the many years. It's actually a triple changer, so it's a weaponizer and a triple changer. Robot mode, vehicle mode, looking very G1, and he turns into a spear for Scorponok. To be honest with you, he'll probably stay in spear mode, just for display purposes. So yeah, I picked up a fast track figure. Really happy to have him, and I think that's it for Earthrise now, of the main releases anyway. As I say, I've got Sunstreak. I've put that one up for Christmas. I have got the G2 Megatron. I'm going to put that one up for Christmas as well, and hopefully I should have the Ratchet and Lifeline figures coming through, well, before the end of the year, hopefully, from Amazon.com. And yeah, so it's getting to the point now where I could probably do a top 10 rundown of Earthrise figures, which I might do either before this video or some point after this video. I just really don't know. So yeah, it's Thursday the 19th of November, and I've got a parcel from Comics and Cocktails. I have had another parcel, but it's going up for Christmas. It's my G2 Megatron, so you'll see that as part of my Christmas haul in about a month or whatever it is. So yeah, this one is a Star Wars Black Series figure, one that I pre-ordered not that long ago actually. I was surprised that it came out so soon. There's pace on these on these releases now from Hasbro in the Black Series line especially. Wrapped up really well, as you can see. As always from Comics and Cocktails, they help me because they always give me a load of bubble wrap I can reuse when I'm selling some bits on. This looks wicked. This is Star Wars The Black Series, The Mandalorian Incinerator Trooper. Looks stunning. I think it's a slight retool, repaint of the new Stormtrooper mould with obviously a really cool accessory and some effects parts, which I haven't seen many of. I really like the look of that. Really like the look of that. That looks absolutely stunning. So you can see him there. This is number 3 in the line. Some information on the back. Really cool. Really happy to have him. It's been a slower toy week this week, hasn't it? And it's been a crazy first couple of weeks to the month. Probably the crazy last month actually, because the amount of stuff and all of these exclusives and pre-orders coming in one go. But now things are starting to slow down, and that's not a problem because I'm really happy with what I've had this week so far, and I'm really happy to add another figure to the Mandalorian shelf. So today is Saturday, the 21st of November, the big blast from the past day, Rudy Zazoo's brainchild of another YouTube online convention, similar to Bots at Home. It'll be airing today. I'm not going to put this out until the Sunday, so it doesn't mess about with any of the blast from the past stuff, because it's going to be a pretty full-on and amazing day there. But we've got a lot of reveals to talk about, a hell of a lot of reveals. So first up, there has been a leaked image, and I don't know how true this is, of a pterosaur. I'll get to some more confirmed Kingdom releases in a moment, but this is the image of pterosaur that I've seen. I personally think this might be fake. it looks too CGI rendered. I hope I'm wrong because it actually looks quite good. But I thought I'd just discuss that here for a moment, so there you go. And also, we've got the NYX Crossover. It is, of course, the X-Men and Transformers crossover, Ultimate Expanse. Now, I'm sure Borders Dude is going to raise a discussion topic on this. But joking aside, it looks good. It looks like we've left the 80s behind and stepped straight into the 90s. I think it's actually made from the studio series Jetfire mould. Dave Shotton did tell me that, and I thought, nah, it's not. But further looking into it and seeing comparisons, it definitely is. It looks cool. Is it for me? It all depends on the price point. I'm not going to be paying 60, 70 quid for it. But if I see it for about 30 quid, then happy days. But I doubt it, because it looks like it's going to be a leader class figure. But it looks cool. Nice little crossover, and I'm enjoying what they're doing with these crossover figures, which is really cool. So I had some Black Series reveals, which is really cool. More from The Mandalorian. Another 3 I'm going to be fully in on, even though I haven't pre-ordered them yet. So we've got, I'm going to say this wrong, Quill, the little guy from the first series of The Mandalorian, who was really cool. We're going to get him. We're going to get Grief Karga. I am tempted to pick up 2 of these and try and do a customised Dylan for my Predator shelf, because the head sculpt could work, put a cap on him. Yeah, Grief Karga. I have to say, what a great episode it was, episode 4 of season 2 of The Mandalorian. Not going to get into the details, but Carl Weathers directed it. It was stunning. Really, really good. And also Moff Gideon. So there's 3 that I'm going to definitely be in on. Moff Gideon looks cool. He's got his Darksaber. Really, really excited about getting my hands on these 3 figures, and they're due out in January. So we've had another 2 G.I. Joe classified. We've had Flint, which looks okay. A bit odd without his cap on. I don't think we've ever seen him in the cartoon without the cap. I might be wrong. This looks a little bit like a Fortnite figure, though, to me. The proportions look really, really off. Like the shape of the head. I mean, I can talk about that. But the shape of the head, it looks almost cartoony. I don't think I like it, to be honest. And it's all a game of opinions and everything like that. But it looks like a Fortnite figure to me. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it just wouldn't be what I would want from an action figure. Lady Jane, she looks pretty cool. Less cartoony. Comes with a cap. A whole lot of weapons. Looks really, really cool. Going to be a no from me, though. I didn't have either one of these figures when I was a kid, and I got no association with them. So I'm only going to pick up a version of a character I had when I was a child, if I fancy it. And then on to the Earthrise stuff. So let's talk about the one I'm really not bothered about, Air Razor. Absolutely brilliant for all you Beast Wars fans out there, but it's a no from me. It looks cool, some great artwork, everything like that, but not going to be for me. One that I am tempted to pick up, though, is Dinobot. And Dinobot looks really, really cool. I'm not really into Beast Wars, as I say, but Dinobot is a pretty cool character. I have seen some episodes, and to be honest, he's been the highlight in there. And this looks absolutely brilliant. The Masterpiece looked great, but I think this potentially could rival that. And at the 25 quid price point, I might pick up that. If I see it in the shop, I'm not going to go out and order it and pre-order it online or anything like that. But if it hits Smith's and it's there on the shelf on a day when there's nothing else there, I might pick up that. It looks pretty cool. Now, let's have a look at the next one, which is Inferno. Not the Beast Wars Inferno, but actual, real, proper Inferno from G1. We've finally got a repaint of the grapple mould, and it's been a long time coming. I was expecting it in Earthrise. It didn't happen. It's here in Kingdom now. It looks like they've retooled the head a little bit. They've put his fins on his shoulders. Obviously, we'll have a ladder instead of a crane. It looks good. Looking forward to getting him. Inferno's a bit of a love-hate figure for me, because I had loads of him when I was a kid. When I used to send off all the coupons off the back of the packets and I'd order a figure I wanted, they never had it in stock, so they'd always send me a bloody Inferno. So I ended up with like 3 or 4 of these bloody G1 Infernos. And then I picked up the G2 one, which is exactly the same as the G1 with just a bloody water pistol. But you know what? I'll be happy to have him. He's part of the Generation 1 and 2... Generation 1, Season 1 and 2 cast. which I need to complete to go nice with Red Alert, won't I? What I'm really excited about is Huffer. I've seen people say his proportions are all off and everything like that, and I'm sorry, you're just wrong. I think it looks great. I think it looks every bit as good as the third-party offerings that are out there. Love the head sculpt. The alt mode looks brilliant, well, from the picture anyway. I just hope he's got that hook on there to attach to Primus trailer like that happened in that one episode all those many years ago. But it's exciting. It's not a core repaint of Optimus Prime, a bit like the previous Huffers we've had. And yeah, it's great. Really excited. He is going, well, he's up there at my highest priority when this wave releases. Probably the first one I'll try and pick up, one I'll definitely be looking at pre-ordering from somewhere. And finally, we are getting a Ultra Magnus, an Earth mode Ultra Magnus. Now, I am surprised that Ultra Magnus hasn't appeared in the Studio Series 86 line because he was a key integral part of that movie. However, this looks like a straight remold of the Siege version, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I saw someone on Facebook moaning that the head looks exactly the same. I don't think it does. I think this head looks like a new head sculpt. And also moaning that there was no logos on the arms. Well, it's not the end of the world. We can stick a logo on there. It's all good. If they're the only faults, then I'm a happy man. But I think it looks good. The alt mode looks a little bit blocky, doesn't it? It doesn't look great from that picture. You can definitely see it's a transforming robot, but we'll have to see what it's like in hand. But let's face it, he's not going to be displayed in truck mode for me. He will be in his robot mode. And he will be potentially the Ultra Magnus on my Studio Series 86 Chug representation of that movie, which I seem to be getting at all bloody scales at the moment. But it's been a pretty big week for reveals, hasn't it? Some exciting stuff there. Even though toy news has been a little bit, toy purchases this week has been a little bit sparse with just Fast Track and the Flame Trooper. What I have to say is I have had so much fun with Fast Track. I have been transforming him backwards and forwards and putting him into his spear mode, and he's got so much articulation in these legs. His movement is amazing. He's a great figure, and probably the last one that I picked up in the line, to be honest, but I'm really, really excited to be playing about with him. He's so cool. Other Transformers wise, just to let you know, I have finally sticked up and built my Transformers Prime 2-pack with the Air Vehicle and, of course, Breakdown. I love the Vehicle in vehicle mode. I haven't transformed it back. Everything is there. Everything is fine. Everything is tight. No real QC issues. Gareth, again, thank you. You are a legend in that. And when I was rummaging up the loft, I did find my knockout, so I can have these two displayed together finally after all of this time. So yeah, next week might be a little bit of a more quiet week. I have noticed that on Star Action Figures they're saying that the Runabout is going to be in stock apparently over this weekend, so who knows, I might see that figure. But I somewhat doubt it. There might be a no toy week next week. And let's face it, things are starting to slow down a little bit. More reveals, but not enough. Not that many releases now as such. So yeah, I think that's about it for this week's Weeks in Toys. I hope you've really enjoyed this video. Sorry it's a bit shorter than normal. I hope you enjoyed Blast from the Past. Big thank you to everyone out there who took part, who watched. And until next week, this has been another Week in Toys, and I've been Zort Rider. Have a great week.